Hey, Riley. You look like you've been staring at that screen for hours. Are you okay? You look a bit exhausted.
Honestly, Kendall, my eyes are tired. I've been answering emails and staring at spreadsheets since 8 a.m. My head is spinning. Sometimes I really miss the days when work didn't involve a laptop and a charger.
I know exactly what you mean. Sometimes I feel like I'm turning into a robot. The world of work has changed so much, hasn't it? It's not just about sitting in gray offices anymore.
Exactly. It's a whole new world out there. But before we get into the details, hello everyone. Welcome back to SpeakAnglo. I'm Riley.
And I'm Kendall. We are so happy you are joining us today. If this is your first time, welcome to the family. We love helping you learn English through these real, natural conversations. No boring textbooks here.
That's right. We want you to feel like you're sitting here having a coffee with us. And today we have a very important topic. It's the first thing people ask you at a party or a wedding.
We are talking about jobs, but we aren't just looking at the old lists you find in school books. We're looking at traditional jobs, the essential trades that keep our cities running, and the new digital world of work today.
It's going to be a great chat, but really quickly, if you find our conversations helpful, please click the like button and subscribe. It's a small thing, but it helps SpeakAnglo grow so we can keep making these for you.
Okay, I'm ready to dive in. Riley, let's start with the foundation, the traditional jobs.
So, Kendall, let's imagine a normal situation. You meet someone new, right? You want to be polite. You usually ask, "What do you do for a living?"
Right. Or just, what do you do? I mean, it's basically the most common question. And for a long time, the answers were, well, they were usually very simple.
What do you do for a living? It sounds so professional, doesn't it? But it basically just means, how do you earn your money? Or what is your work?
Exactly. And back in the day, you'd hear things like, I am a teacher, I am a doctor, or I am a lawyer. Simple as that.
You know, my father was a policeman. He definitely didn't work from home. He wore a uniform, he had a badge, and he worked in the city streets every single day.
Every single day? That's tough. And my aunt, actually, she's a nurse. She works in a big hospital, and she has a very busy routine. And for our friends listening, a routine is just the things you do every day in the same order. She's out there helping people all day. These are traditional jobs because you have to go to a specific building to do them.
Exactly. Whether it's a school, a hospital, or a big office, you leave your house in the morning and you stay at work until 5 p.m.
5 p.m.? We call that a 9 to 5. It's the traditional way to work, really. You have a boss, you have colleagues, those are the people you work with, your teammates, and of course, you have a lunch break.
I remember my office days. Honestly, I liked having colleagues because we could talk during the coffee break. It's nice to have a team, right?
It is, but man, it was hard to focus sometimes. You know, focus, when you need to think very hard about one task. In a busy office, there's just so much noise.
So much noise, that's true. And I remember my commute. The commute is the journey from your house to your work. Every morning I took the bus for 30 minutes just to get to my desk. It was the same every day.
Every day? And here's a little tip for our friends. We say, I have a job, but we say, I am at work. You don't say, I have a work.
That's a great point. I'm looking for a job, but today I'm busy with work. Got it.
It was a very structured life, basically. But even then, I feel like many people didn't want to sit in an office. They wanted to work with their hands. They wanted to do something, something more physical.
I'm talking about the trades. These are the people who literally build our world. Like my cousin, Mark. He's a mechanic.
A mechanic? Honestly, I have a lot of respect for mechanics. They work in a garage, they get their hands dirty, and they fix our cars so we can actually drive to work. They have a very busy routine, basically.
That's so true. And their routine, it is very different from an office worker's. For Marco, first he arrives at the garage and puts on his overalls. Then he checks the car's engine to see what is wrong. After that, he talks to the customer about the repair.
I love those words. First, then, after that. It makes it so easy to describe his tasks.
Oh, tasks. That's a great word from the original lesson, actually. Tasks are just the specific things we do at work. If you're a mechanic, your task is fixing a car. If you're a plumber, your task is, well, it's fixing a sink.
Exactly. It is manual labor. That basically means it's physical work, you know? Think about an electrician fixing the lights in your house. He isn't sitting at a desk. He's standing on a ladder and using his hands.
Using his hands, exactly. Or construction workers. They are on site every day. That means they are at the building location wearing yellow hats and big boots. They don't have meetings on a computer. They build the actual buildings we live in.
Their language is different too. They don't log into a website or have a Zoom call or whatever. They arrive at the site, they grab their tools, and they start the job.
It is challenging work, really. Challenging is a nice way to say it is hard, but you feel good doing it. It's rewarding because at the end of the day, you can actually see the house you built or the car you fixed.
I agree. It's practical and it's essential. But Kendall, this is the interesting part. Even these handy jobs are changing. I mean, the new digital world is moving into the trades too.
You're right, it's wild. Even a mechanic uses a computer now, right? He plugs a tablet into the car's dashboard just to, I don't know, run a diagnostic or whatever. It's also high tech these days.
Exactly. And teachers, think about it. So many of them don't even step foot in a school building anymore. They're online tutors, actually. Working from a home office, talking to students on a screen. You can basically learn anything from anywhere now.
Anything from anywhere. That is the beauty of this new digital world, honestly. We have remote work, so your office is, well, it's wherever you are. You can be an accountant or a writer or a graphic designer and just work right from your sofa.
I love the freedom, and some people go full speed with it. You know, the digital nomads, traveling to Bali or Portugal and all that, working from laptops and cafes. As long as the Wi-Fi is stable and the coffee's hot, they're good.
Wi-Fi and coffee. It sounds like a dream, but let's be real. It can be a bit isolating, you know? You don't have that water cooler chat with colleagues. And honestly, it's hard to stay productive when your bed is, it's only 2 feet away.
2 feet away. Tell me about it. The distractions are real. And because our office is always in our pocket, we have all these Zoom calls and late night emails. Sometimes we just forget to actually log off.
Log off. That's the hard part. That's why everyone is talking about work-life balance lately. It's so important for your mental health to know when the workday ends. You have to be really disciplined, basically.
You really do. But before you can worry about work-life balance, you actually have to get the job. And in this digital world, even the way we apply for work has changed.
You're right. The days of handing a paper resume to a manager are almost gone. Now it's all about the digital first impression.
Kendall, all this talk about jobs in the digital world is great. But there's one thing, it is still incredibly scary for everyone. It doesn't matter if you're a plumber or a programmer, right?
Let me guess. The job interview?
Exactly. The hot seat. But in the new digital world, the hot seat is usually in your own house, actually. You aren't just sitting in a boardroom with a boss. You're often on a camera, doing a video interview or a virtual meet or whatever.
That's so true. And honestly, sometimes the screen, well, it makes it more stressful. You're worried about the lighting, the background noise, and if your microphone is working and all that.
I've been there. I've totally been there. But once the camera is on, you have to talk about your skills. Skills are the things you're actually good at, your talents, basically. Back in the day, you focused on manual skills if you were a mechanic, or communication skills if you were a teacher.
Now, in 2026, everyone needs digital skills too. You have to show that you're tech savvy, which is just a cool way of saying you are comfortable with computers, apps, and new software. You don't have to be a genius, but you have to be adaptable.
And you have to prove you're a hardworking and reliable person. That's the big question for bosses now. Can I trust you to do the work even when I'm not watching you in an office?
That's where self-discipline comes in. I remember my last interview on Zoom. Oh man, I was a nervous wreck. My hands were shaking under the desk where the camera couldn't see them.
But you didn't let them see that. You used those power phrases we always talk about. Instead of saying, I can do that, you said, I have extensive experience in, or I am highly skilled at solving complex problems.
Exactly. I also told them, I'm a fast learner and I thrive in a fast-paced environment. Those phrases act like a shield, honestly. They make you sound so much more professional and confident.
They really do. At the end of the day, even if the technology changes, showing your strengths, the things you do best, never goes out of style. You just have to be yourself, but basically the best version of yourself.
I love that. And you know, sometimes the best way to understand these work conversations is it's to actually see one in action.
This is so interesting, Kendall. The world of work is so big now. Let's show our friends how a conversation sounds when a traditional worker meets a digital worker.
Great idea. I'll be the digital worker and you be the traditional worker.
Okay. Hey, Kendall, I haven't seen you in a long time. What do you do for a living now? Are you still at that big office downtown?
Oh, hi, Riley. No, I left that office last year. Now I have a remote job. I'm a graphic designer for a tech company.
Remote? Wow. So you don't have a commute anymore? You don't take the bus?
No commute at all. I just walk from my bed to my desk. I save so much time. But I do miss my colleagues sometimes. I only see them on Zoom calls now.
I understand. I am still a nurse at the city hospital. I have to be on site every day. It's a very busy routine, but I love helping my patients in person.
That's amazing. I think both ways are great. Whether you work with a laptop or you work in a hospital, the most important thing is that you enjoy what you do.
That was a great practice. It shows that there's no right way to work today.
Exactly. We've talked about so much today. We looked at traditional jobs like doctors and teachers, essential trades like plumbers and mechanics, and the new digital world of remote work.
We hope this helps you feel more confident the next time someone asks you, "What do you do?"
And now we have a question for you. Please leave a comment below. What is your job? Is it a traditional job, a trade, or a digital job?
We can't wait to read your stories. It is so fun to see what the SpeakAnglo family does all over the world.
Thank you so much for watching and learning with us today. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this chat.
See you in the next video. Goodbye.
Bye everyone. Happy working.